Alright, hello everyone, this is Starman, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Let's play I Am the Doctor. Well, we're here at NCR Ranger Station Charlie. We've got two large groups of NPCs who kept crossing our path last time, running around behind us. And,
The Kaisar has marked you for death, and the Legion obeys. Ready yourself for battle.
yeah, I haven't even gotten into Legion territory, and I'm already so hated that they're sending assassins after me. I guess this is what happens when you kill their lead spy. And that guy appears to be holding a super sledge. Yeah, typical. They're all about honorable combat and melee fighting, up until you start kicking their butt and then the guns come out. Mind you, I've got no room to talk, but...
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, how nice of you to join us, Mr. Ranger. Now that all of your sworn enemies are dead by my hand, well, my hand and Willow's gun, but that's besides the point. And I love how they were hiding in a toxic waste dump for me to get here. And just like that, I'm overburdened again. Yeah, Super Sledge is one of the better melee weapons in the game. Shame I'm an unarmed guy. Anyway, that little township in the distance is Novac, and well, I thought that was dead NCR troops for a moment, but nope, just a motorcycle. And yeah, you can tell it by the giant motorcycle. And I did say before that was our goal, and it is a town we want to get to because there is the next stop on our tour. But that's not actually where we want to head to just yet. But we're still going to walk in just to get the location on the map.
Oh, do you see that giant gecko? Whatever that is? Over there. Can we go see that? I bet you could go inside.
Yep, and here we are, Novac.
Evening. What can I do for you? Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. But let's see what I have with me.
So yeah, here's the local doctor.
Another satisfied customer.
Are you sure?
Okay. And remember, if this doesn't help, try taking a bath in tomato juice.
Okay. There is probably the wrinkliest face I've seen in the game so far.
Between you and me, I don't think she studied at an accredited institution.
She hasn't paid me anything yet. Should I be worried?
Okay, so anyway, now that we are here in Novac, why was it that we did not want to stick around here? Well,
If it weren't for the water caravans, Novac would have turned to dust a long time ago.
With all the people passing through lately, the town's been doing better than, well, ever.
well, because
Howdy.
we do have a little quest that Willow asked us to help with, and it's actually pretty close to here. So yeah, the Viper encampment south of Novac. So we're going to go ahead and head that way. Because we'll have time enough to do everything in Novac. And since some of it involves the next step on making Willow our best buddy and truest companion forever and ever, we need to do this one first. Luckily, it isn't too far south to get to where this little quest is set up. And there's Wendy. And yeah, they got me before I could get healed, but that is what we have to save for. And yes, unfortunately, there's not a peaceful option for trying to talk to them and get Willow's stuff back. You have to fight the whole horde.
It's the guys who took my stuff.
Yeah, there's Kyle, the red-haired one. There's Stan, the dark-haired one. There's Kenny. Oh my god, I killed Kenny! You bastard! And my weapon is now in dangerously low condition, and for that matter, so am I. And my armor is in dangerously low condition. Okay. And just like that, we leveled again. Yeah, I think putting nerfing in energy weapons this time around might be a good idea. Rigor Mortis kicked in hard on that one. And there's no Eric, strangely enough.
What's up?
I have Moira.
I'm thrilled to have Myra back, but I'd still like to find Chester.
Well, we didn't go to both places on the note. We could keep going if you like.
That's a good idea, but I've been thinking about it, and although this is very embarrassing to admit, I don't think I had Chester with me. I think the guy I was traveling with might have him. He was carrying some of my stuff for me. We parted ways at the Mojave Outpost. He's the big, strong, quiet type. Not much fun, but great for carrying stuff. I didn't get many details out of him, but I think I know where he is.
So maybe we shouldn't bother looking more and just find the guy?
I can't swear he has Chester, but he was carrying him at one point. It was a joke, and then I forgot he had him. I just can't remember for sure.
I think we should try looking at the other location, then decide what to do.
Okay.
And found Beauty.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Willow.
I promised I would travel with you if we found Beauty. So, should we talk about this? Iron out some details?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want. Yes, you'd like to be very clear. Talk, what's there to talk about? You're going to follow me around and do whatever I say, right?
Oh, good.
Anything in particular you'd want to talk about?
Yes. I can't fight with anything other than a gun. I'm lousy at anything else. Okay, I can fight with my fists if I'm cornered. By a radroach. I'd love to learn more, and would be willing to study. But for now, I'm pretty useless. I just wanted to be really clear about that. So, don't expect me to fight with anything other than a gun, okay? I won't do it. Not with my skills the way they are now.
Okay, well, if we trained you somehow, is that possible?
Yeah, I read books and magazines about boxing to learn what I can, but they're hard to find. I've only ever found a couple. But, if I can read enough of them, I figure eventually I'll get good enough to be able to use better weapons and kick some ass in a fight. Oh! You know what would be even better? If we found someone to train me. Are you any good with your fists?
Yes, I have the skills.
Oh, that's great news.
And I have something I want to tell you. I will ask you to carry items I don't want you to use or touch. Do you have anything else?
I have something for you. It's a radio. My dad got them for me. One for me, and one for whoever I was traveling with. He was worried about me going out on my own, and thought this might make me that much safer. They're broken now, and can only receive messages, but since you have that computer with you, we'll be able to use them. You'll be able to talk to me because of it. I met someone else with one of those, and it worked great.
Alright, that's everything. Guess we should consider ourselves partners on the road for a while.
I can't think of anything else. Let's go.
Willow has given you the Silver Tongue perk. She's traveled extensively and negotiates her way through life with her native charms and her way of words. While she is your companion, you gain +1 to Charisma. And that would be the musical tone that we get when we have done something that has impressed Willow into wanting to help us. And there is more stuff we can loot around the camp here, but pretty clear we're not exactly, running low on loot or having trouble fixing stuff.
trade? Ha! You want to give me something heavy to carry, don't you?
Actually, I was going to look at beauty to see what kind of ammo it took, but, well, it's not like I'm using any of this ammo anyway. So, with that done, then get a few more hostiles over that way. But first things first.
What's up?
Okay, tell me about Chester. Where's this guy you were traveling with?
He wouldn't say much. Mostly, when I asked him something, all he'd say was, "Not your business." But I did get a few details out of him. Apparently, he has a brother, or maybe it's a friend who's a ghoul, who came here to join some cult, the Bright Followers, or something, near Novac. He's going there to find the brother, or friend, to take him home again, I guess. That was all I could get out of him. He wasn't much of a talker.
Let's go find your friend. What's his name?
His name. Yeah, well, I just call him the big guy. He never told me his name in all the time we were together. Weird, isn't it? So I guess you'll need his description. He's very tall, and he wears a cowboy hat with a feather. Oh, and he's a ghoul.
Did you say something about star bottle caps?
Yeah, star bottle caps. Do you believe in the treasure? I do. And I think it's out there waiting for someone to find it.
I don't know if it exists or not, but we can go looking for it.
Woohoo! We are hunting for treasure.
Still interested in me giving you some hand-to-hand combat training?
Yes. Can we do it now?
Okay, sure.
Great. Do you need something?
And one other option.
Change my clothes? Do you know, I killed the geckos that were used to make my jacket. I think that makes it pretty special.
And yeah, you do have the option of getting her to change clothing, which is tricky with most of the normal companions. Of course, most of you who download this mod use it to put her in the crazy fetishistic outfits that they made for everybody who wants her dressing like Laura Croft or something.
Sure, I don't mind.
And then, why were you alone when I found you?
I hadn't been in the Mojave long. I'd arrived at the Mojave outpost a few days before, and had already split up with my last travel companion. I tried to find a new companion, but couldn't. So I packed up and headed out. It was very unlucky that I got into trouble. I've been on the road for almost 2 years now, and that was about as bad as it's ever gotten for me. Although, I did lose my dog, Big George, on the trip. He was killed by geckos. That was my worst day.
That's too bad about your dog. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I miss him a lot. Sure.
What got you interested in traveling?
I grew up in Oregon. My family runs a motel that lots of caravans and sometimes travelers come through. So I spent my childhood listening to stories of life on the road. I can't remember a time when I didn't want to leave and live out those stories. Are you from the Mojave? Will you be able to fill me in on details as we travel around? Or are you a newcomer like me?
That's a difficult question to answer.
Why is that? It seems easy enough to me. Either you're from here and you know the Mojave, or you're not and you don't. Right?
Like I said, it's difficult to explain, Willow. I took a shot to the head doing my job.
That's terrible. Who shot you? Was it an accident?
No, it was an accident. He shot me, buried me, and left me for dead.
But why? That's so cruel.
I was a courier. He wanted what I was carrying. It was a robbery.
So how did you survive a shot to the head that damaged you so badly?
Witchcraft. Oh, Time Lord.
Do you know who shot you? I'll help you any way I can. What an asshole thing to do to you. Do you know anything about this guy? At all?
He wears a checkered coat, and I should look for him in Novac. That's about it.
I see. A trip to Novac in our future. Sure?
Yeah. You have a lot of food with you. Do you cook for yourself?
Yes, I really enjoy doing it too. I can set up a campfire anytime, just ask. I'll want to cook regularly to keep up my supply of food. Do you cook?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's too bad. I like it so much I cook something whenever I have the ingredients and can set up my campfire. Since you don't like it too much, what if I gave you my list of ingredients? Maybe, when you're scavenging, if you find some of them, you could give them to me, instead of doing something else with them. What do you say?
Sure, I could do that.
Great! Here's the list of ingredients. I'll be happy to share the food I cook with you. Sure, I don't...
Let's see, what's with all the pencils? You've got about 10 of them.
I like pencils.
You like pencils?
I do write in my journal. But have you noticed when you need one, it's never there? Well, if you have 10 or more, there's never a problem.
I know you have a lot of dog biscuits, too. Why so many of those?
I love them. I made up the recipe for Big George, my dog, but they're so tasty I carry a bunch with me all the time. They're my favorite snack.
They're good, huh? Can I try one?
Oh, please do. We can always make more. Sure.
And then, how do you support yourself on the road?
I learned a lot about trading and bargaining from the caravans and traders that stayed with us while I was growing up. I scavenge things of value as I go, and when I meet someone to trade with, I bargain for the best prices I can get. I do pretty well that way.
What will you do while you're following me and you don't have much freedom to scavenge?
I've done different things in the past with different companions. With people who like to stay close together, I expect to find less stuff. While I'm with you, I'll keep my eyes on the ground and look for caps, small things we can sell, or cooking ingredients. If I'm lucky, I might find a small special item here or there to add to my collection. Sure?
And do you ever get lonely traveling by yourself?
Yes, I do, even though I'm rarely alone. I had hoped to meet someone special, maybe someone who would want to come with me on the road. Or maybe someone would like me enough to want me to stay with them. But even though I've met and traveled with a lot of people in the last 2 years, I have been unlucky in love and friendship.
Yeah, I'm starting to try hunting for you someday. Maybe we'll get lucky sooner than you think. What? Sorry, I got distracted by something behind you. You were saying?
Yeah? You think?
Sure, take a look.
And I will totally take that anti-venom. And the cola, and the water, and the scrap electronics, but that's it.
Sure. No, I'm...
Okay, so... with that, then, we now have Pencil Challenge unlocked. Willow would love to have a bag full of pencils. Are you up to the challenge of finding 50 pencils for her? Beware, if you pursue this challenge, you'll be rewarded with both quest points from Willow and a perk. If you have pencils in your inventory at the start of the challenge and you don't receive update messages at 10, 20, etc., drop the pencils and pick them up again in order for the game to count them correctly. Also, be sure to take all 50 pencils to Willow at one time at the end of the challenge. Yeah, I have 4 in my inventory so far. So with that done, let's see if we can get to the other location on the note. And yeah, her ingredients list is pretty much every food type that there is. Now, currently it's 10 of the star bottle caps. Let's see, the raided farmstead or the... Yeah, I think the raided farmstead is somewhere south of here. So we've got... Found a wrecked highwayman. Unfortunately, unlike Fallout 2, we do not get the chance to try and repair it. Oh, didn't even see that one coming.
Starving.
And yeah, not all of Willow's random comments involve food, but a good portion of them do. Oh, wait, I see Night Stalkers. Oh, wait, it's a dog. Well, they are kind of hard to tell apart from a distance. And that's wasn't just a jog, that was a vicious dog. I could have sworn that the raided farmstead was somewhere fairly close to south of Novac. We'll go ahead and check out this one last location, and if that's...
I've got you now. You're not getting away from me.
Glowing Trooper Ghoul. Coyote Mines with a glowing ghoul trooper chunk, and night fell pretty darn quickly around here. And look, Colorado River. And right by there, Legion country. Man, the brains on that guy went a fair bit.
I've got you now. You're not getting away from me.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, Searchlight North Gold Mine. We are pretty far and away from where I thought we were going to find the raided farmstead. So I think we'll go ahead and call this chapter here. Okay, after this fight we will call this chapter. I think I mentioned before how awesome Eddie and Willow are as companions, right? Okay, yeah, as I was saying, they are amazing companions. Keep catching all these enemies that I can't even see and vaporize them before I get to them. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and close this chapter out here. Next time, we will keep looking for that raided farmstead. See you then.